Welcome to your daily focus for May the 30th, 2022. My name's Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. I know we have the new moon in Gemini, and we will get to that, but let's start with the numerology, the 30 energy. It stands for work completed, celebration for work completed. Also, our minds are very active under a 30 energy, so it's about having the capability for a wider vision than usual. So with a beautiful new moon energy, you want to expand your horizons absolutely about what you want to bring in new and exciting and different into your life. Three plus zero is a 3, and that has a lot to do with our growth, with our self-expression. It's about planting the seed. It's about being diplomatic and following our intuition. It's a beautiful divine energy for creativity, giving birth to something. If we do the numerology of the day, it is a 14, so having more by having less, but essentially finding out what truly you need in your life for balance. Maybe somebody needs that special china set to put out when they have company. Other people don't need that. And don't do it just because everybody else does it. You want to do it because it brings you a harmony. It brings you a peace of mind. It brings you a sense of balance, a sense of control. 1 plus 4 is a 5, so we are always working towards our happiness, our joy, giggles, laughter, creativity, romance. That's all under the 5 energy. 5 energy is also a very busy energy, so expect with the daily energy being a 5 that we're going to be busy, busy, busy. On top of that, we've got the sun in Gemini and moon in Gemini, and we also know that we are busy, busy, busy under Gemini energy, aren't we? We want to learn, we want to grow our knowledge, grow our wisdom, grow our talents, our abilities. We want to talk and learn and teach and mentor. Now the new moon is at 9 degrees, so the 9 degrees is about letting go so that we can make space for the new things. So as we embrace this new moon energy and we want to go forward, we're going to see where we are being held up, where we are procrastinating, or something stopped us. Maybe it's a fear, an anxiety, a worry, a concern. And being able to move forward. It's also about letting things go. So we've just had a very heavy energy for letting a lot of things go, but there's always things to let go in our life because we are always evolving. So it is a time to let go, but in order to make space for the new beginnings, the new starts. Oh, what is that? It was a bug of some kind. Oh, welcome to the summer in the country. What else do we have? I don't think there's any exact transits that are happening in the sky. We all know that Mars is conjunct Jupiter, which is it expands our energy, our energy, and our path forward, and stepping into it and doing things and taking a risk on ourselves. The expansion of our dreams and goals becoming a reality. And Mercury square Saturn is also in the picture still. So that's where we kind of can pull ourselves down. That's where we feel like, you could have restrictions or delays, or it's just your thinking. You might get pessimistic or indecisive. You may feel a loneliness come in. You may feel shyer than usual. You don't want to put yourself out there. And potentially there is narrow-mindedness that could come to in this criticism. So if people are criticizing you today for in some form, some fashion, know that they're really connecting with that Mercury square Saturn, but probably in a very negative way. Okay, there's many ways that we can utilize that kind of energy to move us forward, because it makes us think. It gives us that delay so that we can think it through. So we can it gives us Mercury. Mercury is our voice. It's learning things through communication. But Mercury is also that busy young energy that is just skipping from project to project to project to project, because we want to learn and learn and learn and grow. And when it's square Saturn, Saturn's under these rules. Only under these rules is this going to happen. Remember, Saturn is also getting ready to go retrograde on us at the beginning of June. So the June video is out there, June 2022. A quick glance. We look at the numerology. We talk about the astrology, the major points of the astrology, at least for the month. And then we turn some cards over to see what they have to tell us, and it's going to be an extremely beautiful, beautiful month. We have this 3 energy, so it's a whole month of, and here we are with the 3 energy for today with the new moon. So it really kickstarts us going into June, doesn't it? With that 3 energy of giving birth to something, creating something, planting a seed. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. Our shadow card is the 4 of Swords. Okay, so we don't want to take too many risks. We'll slow down a little bit today, okay? To think it through, because this is when you get clumsy. This is when accidents can happen because we weren't thinking, we weren't paying attention. We were taking a risk and we knew we shouldn't have, but we did anyways. It's like putting the ladder up next to the house and you kind of give it a shake and, oh, it'll probably hold, and it doesn't. So you want to just make sure, take the extra time to secure the bottom platform of the ladder so that it is secure, it is safe, and there won't be any worries, there won't be any delays, there won't be any setbacks because we've thought it through. Okay, our first card is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is all about loving yourself and knowing that you are worthy and deserving and going after your dreams and goals and desires and not letting anybody get in your way. You grow your passions, your dreams, your desires through a love of yourself, a love of the collective, because chances are your gift, your talent, your ability, when you step into it, many people are rewarded through that each and every day. In some way, in some form. Whether you bring a smile to somebody's face or you create a masterpiece that only you and you alone can do. Whatever it may be. The Queen of Swords is about protecting your dreams and goals. The Queen of Swords is about not letting people mock you or poke holes in it. Point fingers, but poke holes in what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. To make you this is one of those days where criticism could come at you, like you shouldn't do that and you shouldn't go for that, it's going to cost this, there's going to be this headache, there's going to be that headache, look at the market these days, whatever it may be. And it could be in anything, absolutely. I'm kind of using job for some reason for most of us, but this could be a relationship that you want to move forward and people are saying you shouldn't step into it, but the hearts are, their heart and they know your heart and there's love there, and it's something that somebody else is not going to understand from looking from the outside in. So where you have those goals, those dreams, where you're trying to build a reality out of your visions of your tomorrow, people could criticize us under this kind of energy and poke holes. So we've got to stand firm. We've got to be the Queen of Swords. The 5 of Cups is here. Oh, we are feeling like we are not capable, that we've had failures in the past. It's only a failure if you've quit completely. So obviously if you're thinking about trying again, you haven't failed. It's about turning around and understanding that even though things may have gone what you consider wrong or a disappointment or a failure, was actually moving you forward so that you could fill those 2 cups standing with your abundance, with your joy, with your celebration, with the good things that you want to bring into your path. But you can't concentrate on the negative. And the minute you start concentrating on the negative under this energy, it's like going down a rabbit hole. So we want to assure ourselves that we are doing things each and every day to keep us focused on the positive of where we're going, of what we want to create, of what we want to bring in, what we want to make reality. Absolutely. We have the Lovers in the middle, growing relationships. just stopped right there for me. Growing relationships. Maybe it's partnerships, maybe it's friends in the community, maybe it's work relations, maybe it's family, maybe it's meeting somebody brand new. That's just your soulmate. Maybe it's deepening a relationship that's already in existence in your life. Growing it together. This could also be, if you're not in a relationship, nor do you really want to be in a relationship, this also includes, best friends and parents and family, siblings. But it could also be your passions, your joys, your dreams, how you are creating the abundance in your life, and really being one with your path. Being one with your path. Okay. It's about giving it that focus. It's about giving it that attention. It's about actually booking your time so that you are actually focused on that dream, on that goal, on that desire, what you want to bring in. And remember, under the 9 energy, we may have to do a little bit of clearing on the path in order to actually bring that in, but we will see what needs to be cleared in order for that to truly happen in our lives. We have the King of Wands. The King of Wands, I love the King of Wands because he just wants to go and get going on it and doing. He doesn't rest on ceremony. He doesn't feel that because everybody else had to have A, B, C, D, and E all in a row in order for them to begin. He knows that A, D, and E, and we can come back and do B and C a little later on. It works just as well, if not better, and we're prepared to do A, D, and E today. We don't have the stuff to do B and C, so we're going to skip over that. We're going to gloss over that because we know we can come back to it. Let's start doing what we can do. What are we able to do today to make a difference in our path forward? What is that baby step? What is that little golden nugget? And maybe it could be learning and educating yourself. Absolutely. Travel could also be a part of it, where we travel to seek knowledge. We gain knowledge, understanding, clarity. Maybe we learn something that we've never learned before, we never knew existed before. And our last card is beautiful, the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles says this is your path to abundance. It is waiting in the wings for you. So think about what you want to bring into your life right now. Think about what you want to create. Set some goals for yourself in all areas of your life too. With the 30 energy and even boiling down to the 3 energy, it is about picking several areas of your life and setting some goals. So usually I'm telling you, you got to structure it. So we've got the priority ones, but this is kind of an all over. They kind of weave together in some way in our lives. So we can't really look at one without the other, and this is the beautiful energy in order to expand our horizons. We have the capability to do that. The expansion of our dreams, our goals, our desires, to include more, to weave it in a little bit more. We'll get a mantra card here. And we have knowledge. Seek knowledge. I've said that quite a few times throughout the reading already. Is we want to learn, and that's a lot of the Gemini. So seeking knowledge is an important part of our walk over the next several weeks. Oh my gosh, I can't do the alphabet anymore. H-I-J-K. Knowledge. So knowledge is one of the most powerful tools that you can use to bring about change to yourself and the world around you. Building knowledge is an ongoing process with results that will last you a lifetime. Nobody can take knowledge away from you. Once you know it, you know it. Knowledge is the foundation that can provide you with opportunities of fulfillment and freedom to choose your life path. It will bring about confidence and clarity, so follow your path with enthusiasm and focus. The mantra is, knowledge brightens my horizons for the future. So it's all about gaining knowledge so that you can be a stronger, more capable version of you. We'll do an animal. Of course, we'll do a Journey of Love card too, because we do have the new moon, and I do love the way that deck just brings everything together. So our animal is the butterfly, Rebirth. The 3 energy, rebirth, birth, creativity. The butterfly, you can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. Love every part of your journey, even the parts that aren't so lovable, because it's made you who you are. There was a unique recipe for you of challenges and lessons and knowledge that you would have to get in order to step into paths. And that gives you a unique path forward, one with beauty. So the butterfly is strengthening our wings, knowing that we can fly. So you can reinvent yourself. You can transform yourself into whatever you are seeing as the future you, your future environment, your future job, your future partner, your future friends, your future activities, and see them come to life and step into the experience when you are seeing it and expect it to come your way. Absolutely. We've had royalty out, so they definitely expect. Even the king of, who was it? The king of wands. Even the king of wands, he's kind of happy-go-lucky, but he expects the results. He doesn't take shortcuts, but he really concentrates on where his energy needs to be and builds through spirit, a passion and enthusiasm, and gets some things done that need to be done. It doesn't. We don't rest on formality here. We don't say, well, we need this in order to do this. No, get going on that. That'll come in. Don't worry about it. So with the Gemini new moon, we'll have this immense energy too. I mean, Mars and Jupiter are in Aries, and so it's all about moving forward in the expansion of our successes. So, and when we're challenged, I mean, that's when Mars comes out with flying colors and says, we're going to do this. We've got this. We're going for it. We're going to succeed. So we do have a lot of energy to work with. So don't get hung up on the details. If something cannot be done right now, then do the thing that can be done. Any step towards a new beginning is a step towards a new beginning. Okay, look at this. 24, the space between the words. 24, 6 energy. But the space in between the words, and Mercury squaring Saturn. And I mean, with Gemini energy, it's all about our words, isn't it? So the space between the words is so fitting. Okay, we'll do the poem first. Day birth, the eastern rise of time, on newborn wings, bursts out across the lifeless crowd, and sings its climb to the heights unknown, of beauty, warmth, and power upon its throne, to fade again in western sky, and only for a moment lie, before it takes its course again, to breathe once more in the heart of man. When we look for guidance, we often look for words that clarify, reassure, and help us find our authentic path through the chaos. Yet there is also guidance in the spaces between the words, between each letter, between all the happenings in our lives, where there is nothing to be said, where there is no lines to be colored in, where there is just openness. Those are the times when we need to freestyle. We need to do or not do based on what's happening for us right in the moment. Often there is far less to do than we think. Often we don't even need to think. There is a space forming around you now. Sometimes when we sense the subconsciously, we feel exhilarated, excited, anxious, nervous. We're not even sure why. There's a sense that perhaps that we wouldn't mind having a map of this unknown terrain. or perhaps we're happy to wing it and make it up as we go. Either way, there is a space to just be. It is the receiver for the divine presence. And if you have a lot of space of unknowing around you now or within you, just know then that there is a lot of divine presence to be received. It can't be explained really. It happens between the words, and yet without it, there wouldn't be any words, any guidance at all. The oracle speaks to you. Enter the space and let go. For your time to receive is upon you. Be blessed. So, enter the space and let go. How Gemini is that? For your time to receive is upon you. It is a new moon energy. Of course, it's time for you to receive. So open up your arms wide. Imagine what you want to come towards you, and then start taking the steps to bring it home. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.